Exploration and development company Osisko Development has secured a $450 million US financing agreement with Appian Capital. The partnership is set to help pay for construction of Osisko's Cariboo Gold Mine in central British Columbia. We are joined now by Sean Roosen, no stranger to commodities, Chairman and CEO of Osisko Development, renowned mining tycoon. Great to see you.
Great to be back on the show for all the right reasons.
Yeah, so it's been a while since we had you on. So tell us about this Cariboo Gold Mine. What kind of production do you hope to get out of it?
So we were going to start it off at 200,000 ounces a year. We've got about 2 million ounces of reserve, so 10-year mine life, and an overall life of mine is about 180,000 ounces a year. And then where we are right now with this is, we're going to continue to add ounces as we convert the other measured, indicated, and inferred. There's about 3.5 million ounces in addition to the reserve that will come into the mine play. So this is phase one of probably a 4 to 5 phase project.
And what's the total capex for the first phase, Sean?
It's 881 million Canadian, or 650 US. So we just raised 450. We had about 50 in the bank. So we're closer to the hole. We're definitely a 9-iron out from here on in.
What is Appian Capital? Can you just remind us where they're based?
They're a private equity group based in London, focused in mine finance.
Right. So you will possibly have to do an equity issue here?
We have $150 million in a warrant that has a strike price of $3 US that would hopefully come in. And we also have the ability to do an offtake agreement for our concentrate, which is highly valuable, for somewhere between 75 to 125 million. So we'll need an equity component, but I don't think it's going to be that hard to get.
Right. So your stock trades in New York, and that's your main listing, I believe.
Correct, yes.
Yeah. It's interesting. And you're on the venture exchange here.
That's correct. We're ODV on both exchanges.
Right. And we're looking there at the Canadian price, US price, something like $2.48 right now.
That's correct, yes.
And so there's a warrant out there for 150 million with a strike of $3 US?
That's correct.
Right. Can you tell us who that warrant is held by?
It's held by about 1/3 of it's institutional and 2/3 of it's in a retail holding.
Okay.
For the high wealth individuals that participated in a financing last year.
Okay. And then, so how would streaming work? Is there other minerals in there?
There's mostly just gold in this deposit. We have some silver there, but Osisko Royalties Company, the one that I founded, has the 5% top line royalty. So the royalty has pretty much been taken out when we bought this company back in 2013.
Right. What about the country? Is it remote? BC can be tricky, of course.
We're on pavement. We're on infrastructure. We're 75 kilometers from the town of Quesnel, a town of 28,000 people. And this is the original gold discovery after the California 49ers.
Oh.
And it's the reason that British Columbia is in the Confederation of Canada. We're in the town of Wells and near Barkerville. And this was the largest city north of San Francisco for 40 years in the mid to late 1800s.
That's interesting, yeah.
So we're definitely on infrastructure.
So this was the Cariboo Gold Rush, I believe.
It is, yeah.
They found the first gold in around 1858, and then the rush began in 1861.
Right, so we got involved, and we went in and did what Osisko does. We went into old mining camps, just like we did at Canadian Malartic, between the head frames of Agnico's, LaRonde mine and their Cadillac mine, and we found a big gold deposit. That one ended up being 38 million ounces and now belongs to Agnico. We feel like this is history repeating for us. And we've been in here since 2015. We've drilled over 700,000 meters. And we're underground now. We've got about 1,200 meters of underground development in. And we're seeing spectacular results from the underground as well. The grade's about 3.6 grams a ton. Which in today's money translates to about $150 a gram is what the cost is. So it's $500 to $600 a ton rock by revenue. It costs us $110 a ton to mine it. So it's a pretty good project. We are fully permitted, so that's one of the other key things. We achieved full permitting in 2024 with the BC government and had great support from the NDP government. Shout out to the NDP government in BC, Premier Eby and the crowd. We got this project right. We were 4 years and 10 months to get the permit done, so we need more regulators to have this kind of focus in Canada where we get these big projects moving.
Is that short, 4 years?
Under 5, it's very short.
It takes so
compared
long.
to most things, yes.
It takes so long to do these things, though.
Well, there's a lot of money goes into this thing. And I mean, permitting is a very expensive business.
Yeah.
There's a couple $100 million just in permitting costs to get to where we are.
Could that be cut back? Is it too elaborate?
I think that, we can simplify a lot of things. The problem is every administration comes in and wants to add one more layer to it. And then somebody at the end of the day has to come in and say, we're way past functional here.
Yeah.
And we need jobs that can't be tariffed out of the country, and we need jobs that stay in place. You can't move a gold mine.
Yeah.
It is where it is. The problem we have in Canada is a lot of our costs drive people away from the country, and personal taxes drive professionals away. So mining is one of those ones that you just can't move it. It's there. It is where it is. So I think we should be focusing as a country on what I call the family business, which is natural resources, and just keep rolling on getting these projects up and running. This is going to be a great project, pay a lot of taxes, create 600 jobs, and probably 1,000 ancillary jobs. And it should be a flagship for how the mining industry can help in times of economic stress.
And what's the grade again, Sean?
We're 3.62 grams underground. We compare it to something like Young-Davidson in Ontario here. It's about 2 grams.
Yeah.
The Goldex mine that Agnico offers is 1.55 grams, so we're 120% higher grade than them, and we're with the same grade as LaRonde, which is the asset that built Agnico.
The famous deep mine there.
So this is a pretty high grade for underground bulk tonnage mining, and we're bulk tonnage mining here at 5,000 tons a day to start, and we think we're going to scale that up as time goes on, and hopefully through 7,500 to 10,000 on to 15,000 tons a day. And this should be one of Canada's great gold mining camps by the time we're done with it. Apparently
the historians disagree here. Apparently some of them say it was actually the Fraser Canyon gold rush that got BC established because all these Americans came in. But anyway, but this there's 0 mile is likely. And then as you go through 100-mile house, 150-mile house, that's the distance to Barkerville. Okay.
All those towns were established as a distance.
Yeah, and that was the Cariboo Gold Rush.
There is a lot of gold strikes in this camp. There's over 200 old mines.
Wow. On
our property. We have a property of about 1,500 square kilometers.
Yeah.
Our property is 83 kilometers of total strike length, but the same size as the entire Val-d'Or camp, which we know well.
Yes.